Value it's not just about people, like happiness, more time with your family, or well-paid job. I mean, it could be, but only if it makes you happy. Organizations strive for value too. They want to get more money, more happy customers, corporate culture, streamlined processes, and so on and so forth. As a product owner, you need to understand your business and your customers. The customers always comes first, the money follows, and in the end it's always about money, but do not let money blind your actions. Do not let money betray your customer loyalty or your desire to make a customer smile. In this video, I will talk about different types of values, and we will also talk about the importance of delivering value to your customers sooner. And if you watch it until the end, I will provide you with a free release template document you can use for your projects. And one more super important guide. Okay, are you ready? Let me show you what I mean. Let's start with 5 types of values. The first one, commercial value. So how does this item increases our revenue or profit? Now let me give you an example. An item generates commercial value. When? Well, of course, upon its delivery. Customers pay to acquire it. And this could be a new version of a product, a new feature, or an unlockable add-on. It could also be a new bit of paid downloadable content, a new product in your web shop, or something else that customers pay for directly. Second one is efficiency value. How does this item save us money or time? For example, if a charge to the codebase allows you to run the same product with fewer servers, you are generating efficiency value. But it can also involve the automation or simplification of tedious and repetitive tasks that are necessary for the development, operations, or delivery of your product. Next one, market value. How does this item allows us to attract more users or customers? Example, this could be the setup, the copywriting for a simple website that promotes your products, or starting a marketing campaign on LinkedIn. Even writing a blog post or recording a podcast or video would be market value from this perspective, as long as it is primarily concerned with creating awareness for the product. Or this could be the porting of an application to other platforms, for example, iOS to Android. Next one, customer value. How does this item increases the likelihood that the customer continues to use our product? User experience optimization is a good example of work in this category. This happens when you make your product easier to use and understand, less prone to errors, and more suited to the task that a user set out to perform with it. But it also includes the implementation of features that customers don't directly pay for commercial value, but are there because it commonly requested and keeps them invested in your product. The next one is future value. Now, how does this item saves us money or time in the future? Research and innovation are examples of work in the category. Sometimes you need to research alternative technical solutions to a problem that you face with your current stack. Or you want to improve the practices and process of your team, and this requires that you spend some time learning. Now let me ask you this question. When you actually deliver value, think about it. Now that you know that to explain what value is, let's go one step further. When can you actually deliver value? Well, there is only one possible answer to that question. In the release. Because each release is an opportunity to create value. Now, what is the problem here? Ask yourself, how often does your company releases? Many companies release about twice a year, And that schedule represents a lot of investment before seeing a dime in return. Now, when you put your product into the hands of customers, that leads to value. And then that only can be done through releases. Release 1, release 2, release 3, release 4, and so on and so forth. And on top of this tech stuff, we have business activities like analyzing the industry and competition, creating a product roadmap, release planning, auditing results, product launch, writing customers' needs and eliciting and expressing their requirements, so on and so forth. Now think about release as a funnel through which you squeeze all your product development activities. The time this releases funnel comes is crucial. It's your lead time that creates a value. Now let's talk about value waterfall versus value agile. Well, with the waterfall approach, when do you release? The release is in the last step, and therefore waterfall delays value. I know what you will say. Releases is easier said than done. Yes, I got you. Because of this, many organizations delay all the activities needed to release consistently. But you should recognize that this is investment in getting value out to your customers sooner, and this is worthwhile. On the other hand, Scrum team produces potentially releasable increment of the most valuable items every 30 days or less. Now, that does not mean that you will have to release every sprint. But if you combine 2 or 3 sprints until you finish some meaningful functionality, like in this picture, however, until you release, you are adding no value, only costs. And this is often correlated with the financial term cost of delay, which demonstrates how value leaks over time. Now let's compare Waterfall with Agile. In Waterfall, we usually have one release at the end of the project, with the risk skyrocketing as we get closer to the end. A total different situation is with Agile. We have several releases with ups and downs with the risks. So each sprint you are spending tens of thousands of dollars. If you wait 6 months before release, you could be looking at hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars without a single dime of return of that investment. Now, each release should be looked as return of investment. If that return is not what was expected, then look for better investment opportunities to show up. And this is true benefit of using the Scrum framework. It is not a project management tool. Rather, it creates a competitive advantage for organizations by providing them the ability to test out their hypotheses more often. In addition to move toward goals, Evidence-Based Management Guide provides a set of perspectives on value and the organization's ability to deliver value. These perspectives are called key value areas. Each key value area focuses on different aspects of either value or the ability of the organization to deliver value. Okay? Now, as I promised, in the description of this video you will find 2 documents: Release Plan Template and Evidence-Based Management Guide. You can use and download for free. Thank you for watching.